it's April. I am working on your supporter file for Monday, and I've added a couple of little goodies to my card, but they're totally not necessary for you to make this card. Um, One of the first things that I did was I have some of these Nuvo mica mist, and this is in um, pearled ivory. This is the pearled ivory color. And I sprayed, and I know that looks really bright on camera, but it's not. It's really kind of subtle, and most of it's going to be covered. But I sprayed the outside part of my card before I put it on my mat because I was foiling inside, and then I went really light with it on the inside. So I did that to my navy blue cardstock. Now this piece, of course, I sprayed it and put it on the mat and cut it that way, and then I sprayed my pieces individually for the front of this one, okay? Because it's got a foil on it, and that's gonna go to the back. But I wanted it really light. Then what I did is my white panel, you see here, I have embossed it. I run this through my embossing machine with my cascading dots folder from Close to My Heart. If you don't have a dealer, Judy Barons LaRue in our group, she does Close to My Heart. She can help you maybe obtain this folder. I don't think it's discontinued, but did that for that panel. Now this panel is going to go right up on the card like this, getting my, so it's going to go just like that. And then we're going to bring this piece in. And I haven't decided which way I want to go with this yet. I think I'm going in this direction. And then I, of course, did my piece here. And if you don't want to do that piece, if you feel like it's too much, you can, of course, flip it over. Same here. It's going to be very subtle on there. I think I want that piece not to have it. I haven't decided yet. Look both ways. And then you have, I have foiled my pieces. Of course, you can do pen or glitter gel, whatever you have. So that's going to go right about here. Just trying to get my layout like I want it. And then this piece, I have these domes. Now, if you don't have these domes, don't worry about it. You can get them, or you can do this card without them. They're called shaker domes in the circle. It's a Sizzix. Their product number is 664190. And you could probably get those on Amazon or scrapbook.com or several places. So this one is set for this size circle. And I believe it was 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. And then I have the circle cut from the Cricut craft board. This is the foil sampler metals on the craft board for this project. And I debossed this. Of course, you can use a pen, use something else, or you can change up, use some pattern paper, lots of things you can do. But then I also have my trees for this that I cut. And I cut those in a muted green. This is from the one of the Cricut sampler packs. It has like the blue, the yellow, the reds, but it was a muted green. And I just used my paper here because I wanted to mark where I wanted those trees. I wanted them just like they cut in that group. So I just did a little dot right there where the stumps of the trees were on that paper so that I would know where to line them up on there. So you can get a better shot. You can see my little dots here. They're not going to show once we're done. And then I'm going to be using some Nuvo. These are called ice white circles, pure sheen confetti. But you can use anything that you have. I started to use this. These are old. I've had them forever. Snowflake sequins. These were from Stampin' Up, Amanda Niemeyer in our group. They may have something similar if they don't have those. But that's what I'm using today. So let's start with this piece. Again, I sprayed the back of my paper before I cut it, but I wanted a mist on this, so I had to mist this after because I did foil my star there. So now I'm going to take my trees, grab my glue here, and I'm going to start laying those out. And of course, my glue is clogged always, right? So let's get a little bit of, I want to make sure my textures are going the right way. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there. And I do want to pay attention to my edges here. I'm going very light with my art glitter glue. It dries matte and clear. I'm just going to place that down because I don't want the confetti to be running behind there and getting stuck behind those trees. I want it to shake better. And then this one. And again, I'm just covering my dots. That'll dry before we get that all together. So just little touches of glue. We're going to bring this one down. Get all the trees stuck down. Now this one, some of the confetti is going to get stuck on this one, and I realize that because it is so much thicker. But I am going to use, I believe, my tape runner on this just because I want to stick down, and I put too much glue on that foil. This is the foil craft board. It can cause the foil to bubble up, and that's the last thing I want. And if you have a creative station, sticker maker, something like that, you can run this piece through that. Because I am covering it pretty well. And I'm just going to place that. Don't want to cover up my tree completely there, but right about where that stump is. The stumps won't be seen. I got my little church on there and it's stuck down really good. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece, and before I do anything, I'm just going to go ahead and loosen this up. I'm not going to take it off, but I am going to loosen it up just so I can get a good grip on it without spilling everything. When I'm ready, I want to leave it up in the air, sort of like that. Then I'm going to get some of my confetti, and you can put as much or as little as you like in there. And then I'm just going to peel that off. Some of them, when you peel that off or you're trying to work with it, it will pop and your confetti will go everywhere. I want to avoid that. So now we're going to place this circle right on top. And I'm not pressing it down yet. I'm just setting it on top till I get it where I need it to be. And then I'm pressing that down. I'm going to flip it over, take my bone folder and go right around that edge so I get a good seal. Okay. All the way around. All right. Now we're ready. I have our shaker ready. Thinking cute is that. Love it. Love, love, love. This was inspired by, I want to say it was Pinterest. I don't know if it was Stampin' Up. I really don't know who it was, but I saw a photo of it a couple of years ago, and I saved the photo for inspiration, and I never did anything with it. So I don't know where it came from. I just snapped a photo and used that. So now I'm going to use my tape runner on this piece. I'm going to go all the way around. And the rest of this is going to go pretty quick. And then we're going to place that ring right over the dome and stick it down. It will hang over a little bit. We're not worried about the glue on there because we're going to glue this part. All right, so we're going to set that to the side and let's build up this piece. And I'm just going to put some glue and more clog again. I should have plugged that up while I was playing with my shaker. There we go. Checking my corners really good. All right. Now we're going to make sure that our card's going the right way. I'm going to place this piece down on that. Get it as straight as you can get it. Pretty is this? And then same thing, because I don't want that foil to bubble up on me by using too much wet glue. I'm just going to use my tape runners on this. Then I'm just going to adhere that into the blue piece. And I didn't get that very straight. Oh. So now I have that piece ready, and I am just going to glue that down. And I'm just bringing that in about the same distance, top and bottom. Just going to place that right on that card. It's going to be pretty. Now I have to decide, do I want, I'm going to put this piece together really quick. And this I can glue on there, but I'm going to use tape runner and glue since it's going on top of that foil. So that really holds. A little bit of glue on there. That off. All right. So try not to squish your glue out. I will get my glue eraser once it dries and get that off there. So that you want, I may want this to come here. I think I do. I think I'm going to glue that to the top here instead of the top there. I think they went to the top on theirs. I don't even remember anymore. And again, I'm going to tape runner. That use a little both because it's going to hit that foil and that cardstock. Get it down nice and even. And a little bit off there. I think that's okay though. So we have that, and now we're going to put our shaker on, and it's going to go just like so. just almost to the edge of that. I should have moved that over just a little bit more, but I'm happy with it. Get that glued down right about there. Almost to the edge of the area here to your panel. And then I'm going to pop this up. I did not cut it, but in the file, you will find a dimensional envelope that's a 1/2 inch thick that should accommodate this card. And it's 2 pieces. You're just going to glue the base on right there at the scores. You're going to fold all your scores and then glue the base on. You've seen me do those before, but if you have any trouble, I should have used bigger dots here, but if you have any trouble or you need help, just reach out to me. I'll tell you how to put that envelope together. I've done it on several videos before, but if you've missed those, I will be happy to help you get that envelope together. It's pretty easy. And then I want this to come up right up on the edge of that. How pretty is that? I love this card, guys. I love it. Now, when you sign this, because it's dark blue, you're going to need a glitter gel pen, or you can cut a white panel to go inside, whatever you prefer. Might be wise to put a white panel in there if you want. It's standing up on its own, so it's not too top heavy. Sometimes if your card front gets too top heavy, we need to put a second panel in there to kind of weight the back of it down, but this is going to be fine. Gorgeous. My photos are not going to do this justice. The camera's just not going to do it justice, guys. This is so pretty. Love, love, love. Now, your debossing will be set to pen. You will need to change that to deboss on this piece. Your foil, all your foil will be set to pen as well so that everybody can open it, and you will need to set those to foil or your glitter gel pens, whatever it is you plan to use. You guys enjoy this file. I'll catch you on the next video. Happy crafting.